Hello everyone, welcome to another video from my food forest here in Sydney, Australia. In today's videos, I want to talk about an important topic that I've learned a lot about in last 4 years, and that is the requirements of full sun or part shade for fruit trees. So if you're looking to buy a fruit tree physically in a nursery or online, you will see that in most cases it requires full sun, or in some cases it requires part shade. What does it actually mean, full sun? So here in Sydney, Australia, we're getting sun from 10 to 12 hours a day during the summers right now. If you look online, full sun usually means 6 hours. So if you are getting sun from 7 in the morning to 6 in the evening, should that full sun 6 hours mean 7 to 1 o'clock or 9 to 3 o'clock or afternoon, whatever? What does it actually mean? So I just want to go into details of these sun timings, and based on my experience in Sydney, Australia. Obviously if you are living in a different climate, your experience could be different, which is totally fine. So we should be dividing the fruit trees into 2 or 3 different categories. So number one are the tropical trees. So in case of tropical trees, if you think about it, they grow in rainforests, the seed drops, and there is a part shade or part sun filtered light coming down, and they grow up, and then they, once they are strong, then they get the full sun. Until then, they don't get full sun. So if you are growing a tropical tree like a lychee, a jackfruit, or even mango, initially they should be getting a bit of morning sun only. If you plant a tropical tree and they get afternoon sun, so you're gonna have problems, and I've talked about this in other videos. Don't plant the tropical fruit trees in full sun, especially from 7 in the morning to 6 in the evening. If they're getting all of that sun, they're not going to thrive. They will barely survive. If you think about it, when the sun comes out in the morning, everything is starting to warm up. The soil, the surroundings, especially for us living in suburban environments with all these concrete and the boundaries, the houses, they start to warm up. By afternoon, everything is, has absorbed that sunlight energy, and it is emitting it. So if you have a tropical tree planted close to a building or any of these material things, it is not only getting that sun all day with less humidity than in a tropical environment, it is also getting heat emitting from those other structures. So bad news, number one. Number two, and these are just rules of thumb, these are generic statements, it could be different based on your own microclimate. So number two category of the fruit trees that for me is things that are kind of like originating from Mediterranean environments. So things like figs or pomegranates. So these fruit trees, you can plant them directly in full sun from day one with no issues. You can have a pomegranate tree or a fig tree getting the sun from 7 in the morning until 6 or 7 in the evening, 12 hours, no issues at all. And these trees are very useful because if you have a location which is very sunny, you can start with these trees and then maybe plant something else under them. So the third category for me is kind of like the exception category. So even in the tropical category, we have some things that don't mind full sun all day. And my favorite tree in that case is actually not a tree, it's a plant, it's the banana plant. So you can have bananas growing in full sun all day, and they grow really fast as long as you are taking care of their moisture and food. So bananas love a lot of fertilizer, a lot of water. Obviously it has to be well draining, and if you are planning to plant a sensitive tropical tree that you want to protect initially, I love to grow some bananas around it. So bananas can grow fast, they can provide protection for that small tree, and once that tree gets bigger, you can just cut down the bananas and feed feed the tropical tree in that mulch. So all around a great option. So these are the three categories, generic rules from my side based on my experience of growing fruit trees for last 4 years. So if you are getting a new fruit tree, just keep these things in mind. What are the sun requirements, what does full sun means, what is the part shade requirements, and how you can make sure when you are planting the tree, it gets the best chance in those initial first 2 to 3 years. So if you have a different experience, if you like this video, please comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.